video is for entertainment purposes only and demonstrates how I personally approached a specific task. It's not intended as instructional advice. Please conduct your own research, and if you're uncertain about any part of the process, refer to the owner's manual, manufacturer guidelines, or consult a qualified professional.
Beautiful day here in Virginia. Belinda and I have been Moochdocking off my daughter and her husband's place. Been here for 2 weeks, and we've been kind of using water in here for the bathroom and then also inside the house. And we're about 20%, and the black tank's doing okay. We're going to be going to a harvest host, and I just need to make sure we get some water in the fresh tank, a little bit more, so we have a little bit more bathroom facilities and shower facilities, because we're staying at a harvest host for one night before we show up at another campground to empty our tanks and winterize before we go home. So stay tuned for how I'm going to fill the water up.
Water.
Girl, let me tell you where I'm going. I'm going to go fill up the Coach water tank. We're down to 20%. And the problem is, Guillermo.
How much water are you putting in now?
The problem is, I'm down to 1.5 gallons right now. Anyways, I'm going to the Coach to fill up water. Guillermo had shut off the water on the house, so I can't get water from the house. So I got to fill up a bucket, and then I got to get it into the Coach. But come here and I'll show you what the problem is.
So we'll have water for a trip home.
Yeah, we need water for a trip home. We only got like 20%. Problem is, you can't fill up the water in these ports. There is no gravity feed. So there is a way to get around that. There is a way around it. We could actually siphon this water into our tank using the pump.
The water?
Yeah, so we're gonna fill the water into the tank using the pump that we use for winterizing, and we're gonna use the diverter valve in the shower. So it makes it real easy for this thing to suck in the water into the holding tank. So I will show that, and then we'll have some water at our next boondocking place. Enough water to take a shower and use the bathroom. And the tank here is only 24 gallons. We're down to 20%, so I'm going to add about maybe 10 gallons, and we should be good. All right, so I've lifted the cover off the back wheel well here on the driver's side, and I've gained access to the hose that we winterized. This hose was actually sanitized when I sanitized the system before our season started, so that's where I'm going to be sucking up the water. And then I'm going to use a diverter valve here in Frankie to divert water so that it can be sucked up through the bucket, and I'll show you how that goes. One of the things that you have to do is you have to turn the pump off supply here so that the pump only sucks the water from this hose right here. So it's not going to suck it from that tank. So when you turn on the diverter valve, the tank here will start filling up based on the water being sucked out of the bucket. With the hose in the bucket, we're going to turn on the diverter valve. And with the pump on, we are sucking water in to the tank. Once this bucket's empty, I'll go fill up another bucket. Going for bucket number 2. So this is our third bucket of water, 2.5 gallons. Roughly. So we got about 2, 4, 6, 7 gallons of water. We had 20% level, and we're going to go ahead and see what this brings up our percentage to. What's nice about this process is that you can use regular tap water from the house and feed it directly into the pumping system. Again, the hose was de-winterized and sanitized before doing this. If there was any RV fluid in this hose, that would not be recommended to do, but I knew that this hose was cleaned out once I de-winterized the unit. I do have jugs with me, winterizing jugs with me on this trip, just in case we do run into some cold weather. I have not had to use them yet. So now let's take a look and see what our level is. And we are 55% full. I think I'll do one more, and then we're set to go boondocking for the night. All right, this process did not take as long to fill up the tank with 4 buckets. I'm now going to turn off the diverter, or convert the diverter back to shower. So now all the water will be used properly. The diverter was just used so that I could suck this hose. Again, I shut that valve off down there from the tank. So I will be putting everything back to normal. Let's take a look and see what our level is now. Our level is 65%, or yeah, roughly 65%. So we are good to go for an overnighter. That should be plenty enough water. So let me go ahead and put the plug back on this hose. There's the plug. The plug is now on the hose. We'll put that back down into the well. And then we'll go back into here and switch that tank valve over so that it'll be pulling water from the tank itself. So we will test that by turning on some faucets. Got the water on. And getting the air out of that line so it can start flowing good from the Truma water heater. And we are good to go. Job well done, guys. You can do this. This is what I use to fill up the water tank if we don't have any outside water spigot to fill the side of the van. Since there's no gravity feed, this is the only way I can find. It makes it easy to fill the water tank, although there is a video I put out that you can use a pump to pump water from outside the van into the van, but I found this to be a little bit easier. Hope this helps.
Let's take a brief time out for an ancient proverb saying to chew on. It's amazing how Proverbs can offer profound insights and guidance for our lives.
Today's ancient proverb is entitled, "How good are your listening skills?" It is found in Proverbs 1:5. The wise will hear and increase their learning, and the person of understanding will acquire wise counsel, and the skill to steer his course wisely and lead others to the truth. This proverb emphasizes the value of continuous learning and seeking wise guidance. It teaches that truly wise individuals are not those who assume they know everything, but those who remain open to instruction and growth. Wisdom is a lifelong journey, requiring humility to listen, learn, and apply knowledge effectively. Additionally, the verse highlights that a person of understanding actively seeks counsel from those with experience and insight. This pursuit of wisdom not only benefits the individual, but also equips them to guide others in the right direction. True wisdom is not just about personal gain, but about leading with integrity and helping others find the path of truth. Here are some thoughts to ponder. 1. Am I actively listening and seeking to grow in wisdom, or do I assume I already know enough? 2. Do I surround myself with wise and trustworthy counsel that helps me make better decisions and navigate life wisely? 3. How can I use the wisdom I gain to positively influence and guide others toward truth and understanding?
Welcome to the world's most expensive dog crate. Yep. This is where we put Freya and Arrow inside Frankie while we go run errands. The reason we don't do it in the house is because they get anxious. But when they're inside Frankie, they're calm. And you're wondering, how do they stay comfortable? Well, the coach has air conditioning and heating. We also have cameras outside and inside to see if anybody comes up to the coach while the dogs are in there. We could speak to them through our cameras. Our cameras are hooked up to Wi-Fi, and we are able to access camera shots and so forth and control Frankie remotely. The reason we have the front visor blocker on is not just for sun, but if we didn't, Arrow would love to sit on the front seats, and we don't want the dogs on the front seats. So what we do is we leave the shades down in Frankie, and they love to sit in the back of Frankie and look out the window. And I'll give you an inside shot of what it looks like with them sitting in there. We do have a camera inside the unit that we can also talk to them. And it's hanging right there on the microwave, and it's getting a shot to the back where they'll be sitting. Again, this is climate controlled, and one thing nice about Ram Connect, if somebody were to come up here, we could talk to them via the camera speaker, and then remotely we can unlock the doors if we need to for somebody to get in rather than breaking glass. So again, the world's most expensive dog crate, but it works for us. All right, you crazy varmints, come on, let's get into your pen, cage. Freya ready to make nose. Arrow, come. Get in there. We'll be back.
We use the Govee app to monitor the temperatures inside Frankie as well as outside, not only just for our pets, but even if we're on vacation or boondocking. It gives us some stats. For instance, looking at it here, we can see that the outside temperature is 51 degrees Fahrenheit, and the camper inside temperature is 60 degrees, which is perfect temperature for our dogs at the moment. They love it cold. And the refrigerator is running right around 31.3 degrees. It kind of varies between 31 and 35, which is perfect for us. The freezer right now is negative 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And I also have temperature sensors in my driver's side wheel well, back wheel well, and the passenger side. I just monitor those temperatures, especially if we're winter camping, boondocking. I want to make sure we're not freezing back there. And with the Truma heater on, we have enough heat that keeps those wheel wells nice and warm and doesn't allow for the black tank to be frozen, as well as our freshwater tank. So those are the sensors that we have located throughout Frankie just to monitor temperature. I also have water sensors from Govee to check to make sure there's no water leaks over at either the wheel wells or in the back by the Truma area, and that would give us an alarm. So by going to temperature sensors, I'll go down to that area where we do have the sensors right there for water leakage on the passenger side, driver side, and Truma side. And those will alert me if we have an issue.
All right, just ran our granddaughter to school. And we're gonna let out the crazies. Come on, crazy one. Crazy two. And they're getting ready to walk with the mama. Woohoo!
Alright, adventure groupies. We are about to pull into Buc-ee's.
Right here off of Sevierville. Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg exit.
See if they let us stay.
And the plan is to see if they let RVs park there overnight. Because we know that, what do you call it?
Well, they say that. They say that you can now, but there's still some that will not allow it. So we're going to check this one for you guys and see if they allow it.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
All right, you crazy bambinos. It is gas time at Buc-ee's. Gas here. It's pretty reasonably cheap. And here is Gatlinburg area. Well, there you go. $29.60 for almost 13 gallons. Time to head into Buc-ee's at Sevierville. This place is packed. Mama's looking forward to the crowd in there and the food. There's a little statue of Buc-ee. You could even get your Buc-ee's gift cards here. Woohoo! One thing about Buc-ee's, they do not give you anything to wash your windows of your car. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
Crazy, I tell you. So let's go in there and see what they allow for RV parking. Well, adventure groupies, we got the answer that we didn't like to hear. According to this Buc-ee's, they do not allow for overnight parking. I was kind of shocked. But anyways, we know that Cracker Barrel does because I did have a plan B. I called Cracker Barrel before we got here, and they allow parking at theirs, which is just down the street. I also contacted Camping World to see if they would allow it for parking, and they would not allow parking for RVs overnight, which I thought was funny because if you've got an RV and you're parking at Camping World, maybe you want to check out some new models over there and trade yours in. I guess that's a bad business model. So, oh well, Buc-ee's here does not allow for it. All right, we are heading to the islands to look at the Christmas lights tonight, baby. And it's nice and cool, 51 degrees.
No, hotter than that.
It's hotter
57?
than that. 57, okay, close enough. It's getting cold, girl.
It is.
It's a freezing out here.
In
Anyways, yeah, in my world.
Oh, look at the little arches of those flowers.
Yeah. Anyways, as you know, we could not stay at Buc-ee's. Cracker Barrel was the only place that allowed for overnight. Camping World didn't. But guys, we decided we couldn't stay at any of those places tonight, Cracker Barrel, because we have to winterize the RV. And so we stayed at a RV park tonight, and this way we'll flush out the system or winterize it tomorrow for our way home. Well, we're here where it's happening. Man, there's Christmas everywhere. And you know what's funny? We haven't even passed Thanksgiving yet. I guess everybody wants to jump on Christmas. Little festive area here in the islands with dancing waters. What's that?
Get my dog's pictures.
Get dogs pictures. Hey, we can ride the tram. Tram stop. Margaritaville. sweet shop, go through the Christmas tree. Hey, get the dogs on the Ferris wheel.
Stay right there. I'm gonna let you take a picture.
All right, guys, we are here with our little teacher's pets, checking out what's going on around here inside the island. Hey, babe, are you having fun yet?
Yes, and it's not too cold.
And what did I just get you?
A candy apple.
Woohoo! Yeah, she likes candy apple. That's what called bonus points for me. Hey, girl. You want to go on a merry-go-round with me? Merry-go-round and around and around. The place is alive here in the evening. Yep, dogs are going to be worn out. That's the game we're going to play here. The name of the game. This is the area where the lights go and up with color and lights and water fountains and all that, but it ain't happening right now. I guess we hit it at the wrong time. Good morning, adventure groupies. Yep, this is the day I winterize Frankie at the RV park. We had a good time yesterday at the islands in Gatlinburg. And Sevierville, sorry. Pigeon Forge. It's one of those three places. And Mama's got her fireplace going with some Christmas scenes, snow coming down.
Because when I get home, we're putting up my Christmas tree.
Yeah, and then it's 30. Did we have turkey ready? Was it Thanksgiving yet?
I did. You must have missed it.
It's a balmy 37 degrees outside and 70 degrees in here, and I'm gonna rest before I have to go and winterize with a cup of coffee. You got a cup of coffee, girl? Mm-hmm. Woo-hoo, with a Snoopy cup. What? All right, let's see how this goes. Hey, Freya. Hey, Arrow. What do you see? We're back at Buc-ee's. Yes, we are. Why are we here? Well, we finished at our RV place this morning, got winterized, and I got my computer up because we need to be ready at noon to get tickets to the Coachmen Roundup raffle. This is the post that's going to show up in about 30 minutes. It's 11:37. So, yep, Belinda and I came back to Buc-ee's. Belinda's inside there getting some lunch for us to eat while we sit here and wait for the link to show up, and then we can see if we can be included in this Ocala Coachmen Roundup coming up in March of next year. So if we get it, man, that's great. Hopefully you guys are there too. We can catch up. Let's see if we even get successful here. Hey, Arrow, who's that coming? That's our food lady. Look at that. She got a smile on her face. She's just in a mission. Ready to see your mama? There she is. Uber Eats just showed up. All right, guys. If I did everything correctly, Belinda and I are signed up for the roundup. And I also signed up Uncle Wally and Aunt Nancy. So those who've seen them on our YouTube channel, you'll get to meet them personally there in Ocala in March.
Hi, adventure groupies. We're finally on the road now after we sat at Buc-ee's and made sure that we got our tickets for the roundup. We're super excited. And we are finally on our way home. So stoked.
I'm your Uber girl.